Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Al-Mosawie, or Isra al-Musawi in Arabic. This video series for the next month, like 30 days, is dedicated for the family, the innocent family that died or was murdered in Ontario, Canada, in particular London, Ontario. And these burned, if you can see in this photo or the video, this beautiful these beautiful flowers, you can see that some of them are almost like burned alive. And this is exactly what's happening, for example, in my apartment. And I've been suffering hate crimes for the past couple of years, if not more. And of course, this video is not to talk about hate crimes or myself. I mean, it's about other people, but it's just to show you that hate crimes come in multiple forms. They can come in the form of heat assaults, pretty much murdering somebody alive, like microwaving them alive so that they would develop cancers, they would develop all these diseases, basically torture alive. And the same people who do this, eventually, very much like they're trying to kill other people, they themselves become engulfed in hatred. For somebody to want to torment somebody in this way, imagine it is already, for example, very hot to begin with, like in Nova Scotia. So I'm in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and somebody has the heating turned on. I've had the walls in my apartment, the paint has melted from the walls, and this is not normal heat. And the police in Halifax are not doing anything. In fact, they are hushing and enabling more abuse. And all what we can do sometimes when we're seeing a lot of things happening in the world and so forth, and sometimes when you're a victim, whether if you want to believe you're a victim or not, these hate crimes do exist. And I have said numerous times, if you do not pay attention to the small ones and eradicate those responsible, it will spread like cancer. So the people at Ogilvy Towers in Halifax, Nova Scotia, that is 5651 Ogilvy Towers, that are tormenting me day and night, are the same people that are, for some reason, chose maybe again, like randomly to target me, to torment me, because a lot of people care about me. And so they're using me almost like a human hostage, like almost like a new sophisticated way of abusing people, indirectly. But the only way to the only power that is above, because police consider themselves very powerful, right? But whomever is above them and can do what no man can do, what no weapon can do, is of course God. And that's what most of the people who commit hate crimes are people who have lost touch with God, no matter what their religion. I'm a Muslim, but I've personally had incredible, amazing, compassionate and caring Jewish friends. I've had Christian friends, and I've had Muslim friends that are good, and I've also had bad Muslim friends, for example, and bad Christians and bad Jewish. People come in all walks of life, and the common denominator is the people who love God, are the people who do no harm in this world. And these video series are dedicated to in the lives and the memory of those who have passed, but also it applies to all religions. I very much love listening to other religions and other praises to God, because it is we're all praising God, we all want to be good people. And I also pray for those who are abusing me, whether they're conscious of what they're doing, whether they think it's funny, it's bullying, abuse is abuse, no matter what type of abuse. And I feel very sorry for the plants. You might think it's ridiculous, but I mean, this is a living being that has been killed by the heat assaults. It's not about just, increasing temperature, it's heat abuse. And, so again, those who disregarded, the murder of my plants are the same people who now have to face the murder. Now they have woken up. Oh, people are actually being murdered, because the hate has become so pervasive that a person cannot control their, urge to harm people. And so, without further ado, and to cleanse our heart, even if people impart, that's one of our Muslims, our beliefs, is that when people treat us badly, we even treat them more good, because it's like that's one of the ways to silence evil. And so all praise be to God. And for those of you who are waiting for us to start reading the Quran for today, and again, in the Muslim faith, we believe that when you pass or when you die, you're going to be facing God, and if your good deeds are better than your bad deeds, then you enter heaven, and so forth. And so we always pray for those who are deceased, because whatever good we do for them will be deposited in their good deeds. And so that is one thing that we can do, rather than focus on the people who committed the hate crime. I'm sure somebody will take care of that, but for us, the general public, all what we can do is love one another, raise awareness that these things are happening, and right now those family need us, and we can still help them even though they've passed, by praying for them, so that they can secure a place in heaven. And so this series for the next 30 days, I hope that you will join me, or at least if you take one thing from this video, and that is to pray for them yourselves, even if you don't want to join me in this a month's journey. So without further ado, let's get started. لنبدأ على بركة الله في قراءة القرآن الكريم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين